Collection update. Now you know why I always wear a hat. Can't do nothing with that. It just stays right up. Alright, collection update. We are back talking about my Marvel superheroes figures from the early 90s from Toy Biz. And I'm going to add two more to this collection. We got Silver Surfer and we got Thor. Now with Silver Surfer and Thor, this collection's starting to look pretty damn respectable. I got almost the entire first wave, which was him, I forget what else. Maybe I'm wrong. But we're getting a whole lot of figures, and let's start with Silver Surfer. This is what I love about figures. People making the figures, they just kind of put clay on a base figure and try and make new superheroes out of them. Because look at this. This is the plainest figure you can get. And it looks like that's exactly what they did with Daredevil. Same abs, they added a belt, they changed up the face a little bit, same arms, everything lines up. I love that stuff. Looks like Spider-Man also. The only thing they put some webs on him and changed up his hands a bit, but pretty similar stuff. Missing a surfboard, and I think this is the first edition. There was two waves of him. There's him where he's just painted silver, and then they have like the vac metallized ones. That was a later series. I picked this guy up for $3. You can't pass that up. Surfboard or not, complete or no, forget it. You gotta get this. Because I got a collection to fill. Silver Surfer was not a figure I was looking for. Most of these figures I was not looking for. I just kind of stumbled upon, and then we turned into a full-blown collection. But Thor, I was actively out there searching for, and I found one, and he's pretty damn near mint, and he's almost complete. He's missing Mjolnir, but he comes with a Thunderbolt of all things. Why am I looking for this figure other than this collection? Look how bad it is. This is not a good sculpt, and you know I love bad sculpts. If you minus his head, the body's alright. If you minus the body, the head sculpt's alright, but you put them two together, that's a pretty bad mismatch. The problem with it is you can't sculpt long hair without making a weird looking neck. Because what would you do? It would be like flowing down below him, like it looks fine from behind, but you look up front, now he's got a weird looking neck. But the face sculpt is actually pretty good. They did not use the same body buck as this guy because he's got to have this weird spring-loaded action there. He's throwing his lightning bolt or he's throwing his Mjolnir. I think there were two versions of this one. I'm thinking this is the second version. The first version had a little button. I think that made, you know, that little action. I'm going to say this is probably a second version because if it's missing a button, they probably took a feature away instead of adding a button to them. So that's from my minimal amount of research. Take it for what you will. It's just a guess. I say these guesses because I'm hoping in the comment section somebody tells me otherwise. That's the real story, the straight poop. So, but you know I love the bad figures. That is an artistic choice that just went, early Toy Biz was full of that kind of stuff, like Wolverine's tiny little head. That weird Wolverine face. Venom's alright. I don't mind the Venom figure. Tony Stark's really big, weird-looking outfit. I don't care. These are toys. These are for kids. If something came out looking like that today, people making YouTube videos and claiming Hasbro doesn't respect the fans and all sorts of crap. Like, get over it, people. This stuff was made for kids. Weird thing about it, though. Alright. In Thor, he's always drawn with this either being dark blue or it's black, his shirt and this kind of like underwear section. This, they just made it blue. When it's black in the comic books, it's always like highlighted by like a dark blue. So it's either a black vest that's shiny or it's really dark blue and the black is kind of, you know, I wouldn't say the highlight, the negative of it, but this they just went straight up blue, which I don't understand. All right, you're not going to give him a cape, make him a little bit more comic accurate. I figured you'd make that at least black. They didn't go for that. It's not like they were skipping out on paint. I mean, look at that. Look at that like tiger stripe look. It's like, even though it's supposed to be like wraps around his boots, they could have just molded that in black. I don't know why. It's pretty. I don't care. I love this figure. I was actively out searching for it. It was actually, you know, now that I have it in hand, having only seen it in pictures before, it's not as bad as I originally thought. And the wide body on him, which kind of looks weird, it's because he's got a contraption in him to, you know, to do that. So it's for a lot of it's forgivable. Like I said, Silver Surfer I found in, you know, this clearance bin I rummaged through at this one toy store, vintage toy store I always go to. Him, I only paid like $8. I mean, even carded, you can get him for probably like 20, 25 bucks. I could get the whole first wave carded for probably $120. But, you know, if I waited 30 years to collect this many, I'm not in a hurry to finish up collecting all the rest. It's just something I like that I stumble onto and I add to it. And this didn't even start out to be a video series, and now it sort of is. Like, this is a basis for a good custom figure, and I have a hard time. I can't take a figure and, you know, just put clay on them and stuff and basically destroy a figure to make a custom. I can't really do that. It breaks my heart. This has screws in them, and I would like to take them apart, make molds of them, and then just start making random characters by putting clay on top of those. I am not good at making molds and doing castings. I've been trying that and been largely unsuccessful. But this, I can make like anything I want. I can make more DC characters. I can make. I can finally make a Black Terror, which his channel is named after. I can make a figure of him. He is just a blank figure, and I think that is like the coolest thing. It's like, all right, we started with a blank figure. Well, just paint him silver. We'll be the Silver Surfer. We'll make a little surfboard for him. And I'm missing the surfboard. It would be nice to find that. I think finding one on eBay costs more than the actual figure complete. And the surfboard is a little thing he stands on, and I think it's got a pull-back strip and he scoots on by. It'd be neat to have. I got basically all the Marvel Avengers type figures, but I'm also trying to work on bulking up my X-Men's too. I really want Apocalypse. Apocalypse and Magneto, but Apocalypse I want the most. You know, back in the day, you would like look at the back of the packages and see all the cross-sell pictures of all the different figures in the line and the wave, and most of the time, other than G.I. Joe, I would only get like 2 or 3 figures from whatever was out, and now I've got a big major chunk of the Marvel superhero figures, and it's something I never thought I would accomplish, and I'm accomplishing it like almost on accident. The collection just kind of built, so I'm happy. Got me a Thor. Keep it going.